Gratitude has the remarkable ability to take what we have and make it feel like more. It shifts our mindset from scarcity to abundance, transforming the way we perceive our lives. Often, we get so caught up in chasing what we don't have that we overlook the countless blessings already surrounding us. Gratitude redirects our focus. Gratuity redirects our focus. It's a gentle reminder to stop, take a breath, and truly see the beauty in what's already present. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on your face, the comfort of a familiar routine, or the presence of people who care about you. The act of practicing gratitude doesn't require grand gestures or perfect circumstances. It's found in the simplicity of saying thank you for another day, for a kind smile, or for a small success. These moments may seem insignificant, but when you recognize and appreciate them, they grow in significance. Gratitude doesn't just make what you have feel abundant, it deepens your connection to it, creating a profound sense of fulfillment. And the power of gratitude lies in its ability to transform even the hardest moments into opportunities for growth. When you face challenges, gratitude reminds you to look for the lesson, to find strength in the struggle, and to see how far you've already come. It doesn't erase the pain or difficulty, but it gives you the resilience to keep moving forward with hope and determination. Gratitude isn't about ignoring what's missing or settling for less. It's about realizing that abundance isn't measured by external possessions, but by your inner sense of richness. When you practice gratitude, you unlock a wellspring of joy that doesn't depend on circumstances. It's a joy rooted in the understanding that life, with all its imperfections, is still a gift. By embracing gratitude, you discover that what you already have is not only enough, it's more than enough. Gratitude is a magnifier, revealing the abundance in life that often goes unnoticed. It has the unique ability to shift our focus, taking us from a mindset of not enough to one of more than enough. When we cultivate gratitude, we awaken to the richness of life, not by adding anything new, but by recognizing the value of what's already present. Slowing down to reflect on what's present before flying off in the future is to be present with our present moment. Suddenly, the smallest things, a cool breeze, a heartfelt conversation, a moment of stillness, become sources of profound joy. Gratitude works because it roots us in the present moment. Instead of worrying about what we don't have or chasing after what we think we need, it invites us to pause and see the gifts already in front of us. It opens our eyes to the opportunities, connections, and experiences that make life meaningful. Abundance is no longer something we strive for, it's something we feel. The magic of gratitude is that it grows the more you practice it. A single moment of appreciation can spark a chain reaction, shifting your entire perspective. What once felt mundane begins to glow with significance. The meals you eat, the roof over your head, the people you love. These are no longer things to be taken for granted. Gratitude turns them into treasures, revealing how full your life truly is. It doesn't stop there. Gratitude gives you the strength to navigate challenges with a clearer mind and a calmer heart. Even in adversity, there's something to appreciate, a lesson learned, a chance to grow, or simply the resilience to keep moving forward. Gratitude doesn't deny life's difficulties. It reframes them, showing you that even in hard times, abundance can be found. By practicing gratitude, you transform not just your outlook, but your entire experience of life. You learn to see the extraordinary in the ordinary, to find beauty and imperfection, and to celebrate what you have rather than lament what you lack. Gratitude magnifies abundance because it teaches you this truth. The more you appreciate, the richer you become. As we close, let's take a moment to reflect on the power of gratitude and contentment. These are not just practices, they are ways of living that transform how we experience the world. Gratitude reminds us to treasure what we have, while contentment allows us to find peace in the present moment. Together, they create a foundation for joy, resilience, and fulfillment, no matter what life throws our way. So today and every day, choose to see the blessings in your life. Celebrate the small moments, honor the journey, and let gratitude guide you to a life of true abundance. Because when you appreciate the present, you unlock the extraordinary potential within it. Remember, life doesn't need to be perfect to be beautiful. It just needs to be seen through the eyes of gratitude. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Life will test you. It will throw curveballs your way, push you to your limits, and sometimes even try to break your spirit. But no matter how tough things get, there is one thing you always have control over: your attitude. Your attitude is the compass that guides your journey. It determines whether you see obstacles as dead ends or as stepping stones. Some people look at a storm and only see destruction. Others see the rain that nourishes the seeds for a brighter tomorrow. It's all about perspective. And that perspective, your ability to find the good in the bad, is what gives you power. I've met people who faced unimaginable hardships, yet their spirit was unshakable. Why? Because they believed in the possibilities, not the limitations. They refused to let negativity dictate their lives. They said, "I will rise, I will fight, and I will win." That belief is what separates those who merely survive from those who thrive. Yes, life can be unfair. You will face challenges, and sometimes it'll feel like the world is conspiring against you. But let me ask you this: will you let the weight of your problems crush you, or will you use them as the foundation to build your strength? Your attitude determines the answer. When you shift your focus from problems to solutions, you become unstoppable. A positive mindset isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about refusing to dwell on what's wrong. It's about asking, what can I do to move forward? And then doing it with all the courage and determination you can muster. And here's the beautiful thing about positivity: it's contagious. When you choose to see the best in people, when you uplift others instead of tearing them down, you create a ripple effect. Your energy, your attitude, your mindset, it all inspires those around you to believe in themselves too. Every day you have a choice. Will you wake up and dwell on the things you can't control, or will you focus on what you can do to create the life you deserve? Let me tell you, positivity isn't just a mindset, it's a habit. And like any habit, it gets stronger the more you practice it. So, if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. If you've been holding back because of fear, doubt, or negativity, now is the time to let that go. Step into the light of possibility. Let your attitude be the force that propels you toward greatness. The way you see the world shapes the way you experience it. Perspective is everything. Two people can face the same situation, yet one sees it as a setback, while the other sees it as an opportunity to grow. It's not the circumstances that define us, but how we choose to interpret them. When you change your perspective, you change your reality. Think about this. Life will always have its challenges, its moments of pain, and its unforeseen detours. But those challenges are only as big as you allow them to be. They don't define you unless you let them. If you view them as insurmountable obstacles, they will stop you in your tracks. However, if you see them as temporary hurdles, as lessons in disguise, they lose their power to hold you back. Perspective is the lens through which you interpret everything. Some people focus on what's missing, what's wrong, or what's unfair, and their lives reflect that negativity. Others, despite facing the same difficulties, focus on what's possible, on what they can do, and on the small victories along the way. Those are the people who create opportunities where none seem to exist, simply because they chose to look for them. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about refusing to let imperfections control your mindset. When you train yourself to see setbacks as setups for something greater, you develop a mental resilience that can't be shaken. A problem becomes a challenge, a failure becomes feedback, and a closed door becomes a sign to try a different path. What matters is how you decide to frame the narrative of your life. Every experience you go through has the potential to break you or build you, and the deciding factor is the perspective you bring to it. It's a choice you make every day, in every moment, to see the possibilities instead of the limitations. That choice has the power to transform not only your current situation, but also the trajectory of your entire life. The way you perceive the world determines the way you navigate. Perspective is the key to unlocking potential in every situation, no matter how difficult or unexpected. Two people can experience the exact same challenge. One sees it as a burden, and the other sees it as a chance to grow stronger. The difference lies not in the situation, but in the interpretation of it. What you focus on expands, and when you shift your perspective, you begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Life is full of moments that test us, moments that feel like they're designed to push us to our limits. But the truth is, those moments don't define us. What defines us is how we choose to respond. When you view struggles as stepping stones, not walls, you gain the ability to move forward even when the road ahead isn't clear. Challenges are inevitable, but defeat is optional, and that choice begins in your mind. See, perspective doesn't just change how you feel, it changes what you do. If you believe a problem is unsolvable, you'll stop looking for solutions. But if you believe there's always a way forward, your mind stays open to possibilities, and that openness leads to breakthroughs. This isn't about ignoring reality. It's about choosing a mindset that empowers you to shape it. The way you frame your experiences determines their impact on you. A setback can either diminish your confidence or strengthen your resolve, depending on how you choose to see it. When you decide to find meaning, growth, and even gratitude in adversity, you take control of your narrative. Your perspective becomes the foundation for resilience, for courage, and for success, no matter what life throws your way. The way you view the world shapes your ability to thrive within it. Perspective has the power to transform even the most daunting situations into moments of clarity and strength. Two individuals may face identical storms. One feels overwhelmed, lost, and defeated, while the other sees an opportunity to learn, adapt, and rise. It's not the storm itself, but the perspective that defines the outcome. Life often presents us with challenges that seem insurmountable at first glances. But if you choose to shift your focus, you begin to notice something extraordinary. Every challenge carries within it the seed of growth, the possibility of becoming more than you were before. The struggle doesn't diminish you, it refines you. When you embrace this truth, you start seeing obstacles not as barriers, but as invitations to grow stronger. Perspective shapes your responses and, in turn, your reality. When you focus on what's going wrong, you lose sight of what's still within your control. But when you focus on what's possible, on the lessons to be learned and the actions you can take, you discover that even in the darkest times, there's light to be found. It's not about denying the difficulty of the moment. It's about refusing to let the difficulty define your journey. Every situation you face is open to interpretation. You can see setbacks as failures or as lessons. You can see endings as losses or as new beginnings. It all comes down to the story you tell yourself about what's happening. That story becomes your reality, and when you choose a perspective rooted in possibility and growth, you create a reality where success and resilience are inevitable.